In this video, we're going to be looking at geometric sequences and finding sums. And we're going to be given the first term of a geometric sequence, which in this problem is 0.1, and its ratio, which we'll call r, is 0.2. Okay, so the first thing before we can find the sum of the first five terms is that we have to actually find the first five terms. Okay, so we'll call the first term a1. a1 is equal to 0.1. And we'll call the ratio r is equal to 0.2. Now, since this is a geometric sequence, that means in order to find the next term in the sequence, you have to multiply the previous term by the ratio. Okay, so in order to find a sub 2 here, we need to multiply a sub 1, which is 0.1, times our ratio. So 0.1 times 0.2. Okay, we'll leave that one alone for now, and we'll come back and figure out what that is later. Let's find a3. Okay, so in order to find a sub 3, we need to multiply the previous term, this one, by our ratio. So the previous term is 0.1 times 0.2, and our ratio is 0.2. Now you notice these two things are the same, so I'll call that 0.2 squared. 0.1 times 0.2 squared. Okay, and then the fourth term, a sub 4, we find by multiplying the previous term by the ratio. So the previous term is 0.1 times 0.2 squared, and we'll multiply it by the ratio, which is 0.2. Now, what is 0.2 squared times 0.2? Well, that is this, 0.2 cubed. So the final term there is 0.1 times 0.2 cubed. You could probably guess the pattern now. This one had a 1 exponent, this one has a 2 exponent, this one has a 3 exponent, the next term is going to have a 4 exponent, and that is correct. So the fifth term is found by multiplying this by the ratio, which is 0.1 times 0.2 cubed times 0.2, and that's equal to 0.1 times 0.2 to the fourth. Okay, now there's two different ways to go about getting this answer. You can just find the decimal value of all these and add them together, or you can do it this way. I'll show you both ways. The way I prefer to do it, when I'm adding them all up, a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus a4 plus a5 equals this. Okay, I prefer to do it this way. So the first term is 0.1. This one is 0.1 times this. This one is 0.1 times this, 0.1 times this, 0.1 times this. So they all have a 0.1. So we can factor that out front. Okay, so if we factor a 0.1, and remember, factor is the same thing as dividing. If we divide out a 0.1, what happens if I divide 0.1 by 0.1? Well, anything divided by itself is 1. Okay, what happens if I divide out a 0.1 out of this? What's left? Well, the 0.2 is left, so plus 0.2. What happens if I divide a 0.1 out of this? Well, this is left, so plus 0.2 squared. And then the same here, divide or factor that out, and you get 0.2 cubed. And finally, if you factor out the 0.1 out of the last term, you get 0.2 to the fourth. Okay, now you can stick that in your calculator, and I'll show you how we do that real quick. Okay, so 0.1 parentheses and then 1 plus 0.2 plus parentheses 0.2 squared plus parentheses 0.2 cubed. Whoops, that was supposed to be parentheses first and then cubed. Okay, and then we have parentheses 0.2, whoops, I was supposed to put plus there, plus parentheses 0.2 parentheses and then to the fourth. Okay, and then that is it. So let's delete that right there, close the parentheses, and we get our answer, which is equal to 0.12496. Now, the other way you could do this is by finding out the answers to each one of those and then adding them up, okay? So look up here, 0.1 is A1, that one's fine. The second term will be, let's see, 0.1 times 0.2, which would be 0.2. So A1, let's write this down, This is just another way. You can stop the video now if you like the way that we did it first. A1 is 0.1. A2 is equal to 0.2. A3, let's do this one right here. So 0.1 times 0.2 squared. That's 0.04. So that's A3, 0.04. And to find the next term, we could always just multiply the previous term by 0.2. So let's do it that way. So times that one by 0.2. And that's when it starts getting down into the decimals. So A sub 4 is equal to 0.0008. Okay. And then A sub 5 is, let's see, times 0.2 is going to be 0.00016. Okay, so if you add all those up in your calculator, you will get the same thing as this right here.